You guys already know this is the main one tapping in all the way from H-Town, Houston, Texas. I'm here with my boy T.A.G.
T.A.G.
T.A.G, very nice, very evil.
Well, that's tag shit.
The only thing we're gonna do is take over, baby.
Free fall as I dive through the kaleidoscope in my mind. No rope up to climb. Gotta remind myself that I'm fine. Mama, I don't really.
What up, ladies and gentlemen in the Tag Nation? It's the disembodied voice of Scoop here with another episode of Tag Me In, aka TMI. And you know, this was a pretty interesting week in the week of wrestling. You know, we do it from pretty much Friday to Wednesday. And you know, we're gonna really just start off with this AEW first and foremost. So Kenny Omega and Swerve got into blows and they, you know, taking shots at each other, and they didn't got into a whole scuffle. And come next week, they're going 1-on-1. And I think what actually made that thing cool was it was kind of the shots Swerve was taking at Kenny. Was like, yeah, when I was on top of this company, you was either in the hospital or kind of in essence avoiding me. And Kenny was like, hey, say Playboy, don't let me remind you who the hell I am kind of energy. And you know what I'm saying? They got the tussling. But I'm definitely intrigued and interested to see that match next week because yeah, especially since both of them are out of title contention at the time. So, yeah, I'm definitely waiting to see this Kenny O and Swerve next week. Kyle Fletcher took on Tommaso Ciampa. And what was interesting about Kyle Fletcher and Tommaso Ciampa, first, foremost, ladies and gentlemen, the man to my right, my best friend of me, Mr. Lip Deasley himself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But Kyle Fletcher and Tommaso Ciampa. So I call this grand opening, grand closing, because Kyle Fletcher was like, hey, I want to do this on my own. So Uncle Callis was like, all right, I'll sit at commentary. You know what I'm saying? I got you, Playboy. And lo and behold, and new TNT champion, Kyle Protostar Fletcher. Now, Kyle was like, hey, Grand Slam is this weekend, and I want to defend this belt. I want to open challenge. So who wants to fuck with your boy at Grand Slam? And out comes Mark Briscoe. And Kyle Fletcher was like, I don't mind us doing this, but since it's our 7th time, we got to make it special, and we got to make it final. So Kyle Fletcher, Mark Briscoe, 7 in a ladder match. And this is it between them two. This is to decide who's the best of these two. So I guess with that said, Lil Dizzle, where does Tommaso go from here?
Look, see, first and foremost, this match was fucking phenomenal.
It was.
So
they
good.
were dueling.
Okay. So here's the thing, because I'm gonna backstep on some things that I've said before, because I've always praised the fact that I like these surprise title changes. I like when they give things a chance. But part of this doesn't make any sense, because you set me up nicely last week when you had Tommaso do that promo with Sylvie, and then you go to this. But you paint this whole thing as if it's a best of 7 series when it's technically, I mean, yes, numbers wise it is, but it's just a rubber match. It's not a series because it's not consecutive. Yeah. And
it just so happens y'all paths have crossed
exactly
now 7 different times.
And so now it begs the question, was the plan always to give Ciampa the belt, or was this just a shock thing for him to have this title? Because you could have got to this same road without putting the belt on Ciampa, especially if Mark Briscoe was the one that had the belt last.
Exactly.
So I don't understand, because I think this is what bugs me about this, because you could have done the ladder match as a triple threat.
Yep.
With
and, I was thinking that too.
And that's why it throws me off, because at least at that point, even if you would have had Ciampa take the dub here and have Fletcher take the win in the ladder match, it wouldn't have hurt Ciampa, because he wouldn't have gotten pinned. And there's nothing against Ciampa being pinned at all, because nobody has to go completely undefeated on their debut. But at the same time, it's and it goes back to the question that you just asked, which is, what do they do with Ciampa? I don't know, because the thing is, Ciampa's so good, and I think this doesn't necessarily hurt him to me. I just think this is a weird situation that could have been done a completely different way without having to put the belt on Ciampa, But I think Ciampa's going to be fine regardless, because right now he can do no wrong. I think he's still in the AEW honeymoon phase where you have some leeway with him. But yeah, I just think that this is just a weird call. I'm not going to say it's a bad call. It was just fucking weird.
I can agree, because once again, you did the shock thing, like you said, of having him win on his first night. Then he defended it in a triple threat against Roderick and Claudio, and then boom, loses it. And it's like, okay. So it's like, is it one of them things to where, hey, whoever walks out champ Saturday, Tommaso here, like what in essence do we do? Because like you just said, they couldn't even have to even wrestle today. Yesterday, sorry. They could have just left it as Tommaso maybe coming out there cutting the promo, Kyle coming out there, Mark coming out there, boom, ladder match for Sunday. Because Kyle could have been like, hey, I want to go to my home country as a champ. Or walk out of my home country as the champ. And the best way for me to do that is get that belt up off you, Tommaso. And then they're like, well, ladder match then. Bet. Boom, let's do it. So it is kind of a weird thing that they did that, like I said, grand opening, grand closing with Tommaso being champ.
And that's why the shit messed me up, because the promo after it was so good with the way that they set up the match that I didn't think about it at the moment. But after everything kind of died down, my brain, the wheels started turning. I was like, wait a minute, this shit don't make no sense. Because it sounded so good. The way that, because like the promo game between Briscoe and Fletcher was on point.
Yes.
I was like, I'm here for this match. Hell yeah. But then it was like, wait, hold up. Wait a minute. So yeah, man. But I mean, look, I think it's going to be a fine match. I just wish it was.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Also, we did have a triple threat match to determine the number one contenders for the tag team championships. You have the Bucks of Young taking on the Rascals and a mystery team. And the mystery team is the returning Private Party.
Yes.
Because this is their first appearance since they had lost the championships. Ultimately, the match went to the Young Bucks. So we're gonna get to the thoughts and opinions of FTR versus Young Bucks again. But how you feel about Private Party being back in the mix?
Another weird situation, because it's like, this is when you choose to bring them back. So now we know that there had been rumors about them potentially going to WWE. Yeah. I'm still with it. I think that they might still be going to WWE. I think they may have some more contractual obligations with this.
I think that's what I've been reading. I think I've been reading that they still have some contractual things. So I guess they got to finish up their tenure first.
Okay. So yeah, I think, because there's no way that after a loss, after they lose the titles, you keep them off TV and then just randomly bring them back ultimately to lose again. Yeah, nah. No, sir. I think they out of there.
Yeah, because like you said, I mean, because even from the way the whole thing was set up, you had the Rascals pretty much getting in there. Then you had GOA having to go against the Bucks to determine who's going to be there. Then it was like mystery team. And then it was like, okay. And then it didn't help that a couple of days ago, all of these rumors about Private Party was coming out there. And then boom, Private Party is the mystery team. And it's like, okay. Like, nothing against Private Party, but it was like, okay.
Yeah, completely.
Okay. It was just really like, okay. But like I said, then it didn't help that none of that mattered because the Bucks of Young wins. So just like Briscoe and Fletcher, we're getting Young Bucks FTR, what, 4? I think 5, something like that. But
it's one of those, yeah.
But yeah, so Young Bucks versus FTR again for the tag team championships, y'all. So yeah, hope y'all happy with that. They also made the official announcement. All In is going to be in London, August 30th of 2026 at Wembley. So, you know, got that All In. So, you know, that's the show where they tend to do a Grande. And, you know, that's tend to be their WrestleMania if we want to equate it to something. So there you go. True. Now, the main event was Chris Statlander, aka Straplander, taking on the Toxic Spider Tekla in a strap match. And ladies and gentlemen, the biggest shocker of the night, the Toxic Spider walking out as your AEW Women's Champion. I will say this. A part of me wanted to see it, but I did not think they was going to pull the trigger.
Yeah. I mean, no complaints here. I feel bad for Stat, but no complaints. Because you know, I ride for Tekla, so you know.
Yeah. The only beef I had kinda was where was Willow and Harley? Because I know Willow and Harley got to worry about Mega Bad come Saturday, but where was Willow and Harley to kind of help when Sisters of Sin came out?
That's a good question.
Because the Brawling Birds, as they're now known, which is the team of Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor, they came out, but then they came out way too late.
Yeah, it's okay. So I thought I was the only one that kind of noticed like how weird that was, because they came out late, and then it was like this weird stall. Like once they got inside the ring, like I almost like to where I wouldn't have been surprised if they would have like turned on Stat all of a sudden. That's how.
Yeah, because I mean the way it was looking,
yeah.
Like it was like we got to fill some time. Like, something might have finished too early or something. I don't know, but yeah, but So now, what I was thinking to myself, do you think they go ahead and pull the trigger on the Babes of Wrath beating Mega Bad, but then the Sisters of Sin beats the Babes of Wrath, so the whole Triangle of Madness are champs?
I can see that because I was on the fence on if Babes of Wrath were going to come out on top at Grand Slam.
Mega Bad, yeah.
I'm
still on the fence now.
But now I'm thinking that could be the direction. I mean that would be the obvious direction if you want to go ahead and give a kudos to the Sisters of Sin and give them a little rub for everything that they've been doing over the past 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, roughly.
But at the same time, again, you may want to give that same rub to Mega Bad as well, because you got Megan Main and you don't want to make her you don't want to do what they did with
Camille.
What's her face? Camille, yes, thank you. So I don't know. It's a weird situation.
It is. And speaking of Saturday, this is the best image I could get, y'all. We do have Grand Slam Australia. And as we mentioned, we have for the TNT Championship ladder match, Kyle Fletcher, Mark Briscoe 7. We have for the AEW Continental Championship, John Moxley taking on Konosuke Takeshita, which I have a feeling that's going to be a brawl. That's going to be a duel. That's going to be a duel. And then I think what makes that match going to be special was the fact that technically on the Continental rules, there's supposed to be no outside interference. Supposed to be. Like we mentioned, the Babes of Wrath are defending the AEW Women's Tag Team Championship against Mega Bad, which is Penelope Ford and Megan Bayne. This one's going to be interesting too. 1/3 of the Trios champion, Hangman Adam Page, is taking on Andrade El Idolo to determine who's going to go against MJF or Brody King at Revolution. Because this one, I really don't know what to call this one. Personally speaking,
part of me wants Andrade.
Like, you know,
Part of me wants Andrade because I just want to see that match.
So this is the thing. I know I'm defending the championship. I'm willing to just potentially sacrifice if need be because I kind of want to see the Andrade MJF. And the only reason why, because, and once again, not to equate this company with WWE, Hangman is in the same boat as your Romans or your Codys or your Seth Rollins. He's going to always find a way to get back to that to the title picture. Like 100%. It's not like Hangman is one of those ones to where, you know, hey, he looked up on. No, this is a former two-time champ, so he's going to find a way to get to that title picture sooner than others. Like, I can't see a lane where Andrade is going to get back to that title picture so soon, especially when you still have Kenny O and Swerve and all of these people too.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that is a good point.
So that's the reason why a large chunk of me wants Andrade to win, even though he can go on to lose at Revolution. But it's the fact that Andrade doesn't have the lane like others to get to that title picture without this type of situation. So
okay, so now I have to ask this: do you think that before the whole contract stuff, this was the plan to put him directly in the title picture?
I don't know. I honestly think, like we say before, I think some happy accidents happen. I think some happy accidents happen of Samoa Joe losing the belt to MJF, and we're at this point to where Andrade was a polarized release. Then the way he was brought back in was polarizing and controversial. So now it's like we have to do something with him to show that all of this was worth it.
Yeah.
So you couldn't just throw him in Uncle Callus's family and just let him you had to do something special with him. And why not this? Because we never saw him in a title picture of this magnitude in WWE. He was never, the closest he ever came to sniffing around a world title was being in Money in the Banks.
Yeah.
If we take away NXT, it was only Money in the Banks. So this is a way to bring him back in and to make it special that, hey, we really trying to take Andrade serious, but hey, Mans is in the title picture. You know what I'm saying? He's a win away to be in the title picture. Yeah. So I don't know.
Oh man, that's
because at some point, and I'm gonna say possibly this year, Fletcher, Takeshita, and Okada should be sniffing around that world title picture at some point this year.
Oh,
unless
absolutely.
They really got some, unless they really got some unique things cooking. One of them three, if not all three, should be sniffing around that world title picture this year. And Fletcher Okada and Takesha are all Don Callis. So, so I mean, there you go. So, but yeah, my heart is truly leaning with El Iglo for this. Also a mixed tag tornado match. You got Tony Storm and Orange Cassidy taking on the Death Riders, Wheeler Yuta and Marina Shafir. Now, the stipulation for this match: whoever takes the pin gets that head shave.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's gonna make it interesting. Who's getting that head shaved? And of course, the main event: Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF, is taking on Brody King for the AEW World Championship. A part of me really wants Brody King to get this belt, but I got to stick with realistic land. But a part of me really wants Brody, you know what I'm saying, just to be like, oh shit, Brody won it, you know.
It's true. Yeah, but I think I think after that Chris Van Vliet interview, that boy Maxwell is
speaking of, so since you got the chance to listen to it, why don't you give some of the excerpts? Because I was hearing little things here and there, but why don't you give some of the high points from that interview he did with Van Vliet?
All right, well, wait. First up, what'd you hear so far?
So I was hearing he said something about with CM Punk. I know he said something about with who's the other guy he was talking about? Cody, I think.
He talked about Cody. He talked about Cena. And he talked about the main event scene in AEW right now.
Okay.
This was a more grounded interview than like the typical ones where he's like really in character. He was still kind of in character, but he actually he was being more of the company man in a way. He was really promoting AEW. He was really being very transparent with how he felt about things. Like he said that if he was in either company, you know, he would be a shill for that company. It's like, but he would still be open to let them know, like, hey, this is what's going on. Just like he was very open about, you know, how WWE keeps trying to contact him, as a prospect for them to go over there. But, you know, he's basically being a for lack of a better term, a spokesperson for AEW. He is repping the brand hard. And he talked about how well he's been doing that. And he said that it makes sense for him to be there because he does it like he knows he would have been successful in WWE, but as far as a start, he believes that he wouldn't have had the leeway that he has right now. You know,
absolutely not.
And so, and at the same time, it's like he's able to say what he wants, especially on TV. He gets away with a lot. He's able to say a lot of stuff that he wouldn't be able to say on WWE TV.
Absolutely.
He talked a lot about the opportunities as far as film and wrestling. He talks about how he believes that he is pretty much the best wrestler in AEW. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but he's and Chris proposed a question saying, you know, hey, do you think because you're so well on the mic that it overshadows what people think of your ability inside the ring? And he says there's some validity to that, of course, but he says in the beginning he used to wrestle a certain way, kind of the same way as a Chicken Shit Hill would wrestle. So people have a preconceived notion based on how he wrestles. So now, right now, he's at the mindset of, I want to show people that, you know, I not only speak the part, look the part, am the part. I want to be able to on all fronts. So in the ring,
do this shit.
Exactly. So that's his mindset now, and he says he feels more ready than he was when he first had the title. And just the whole watch was fantastic. Just to see how his mind is. Like I have a much more level. I have a much greater level of respect for him now, just being able to kind of see where his mind is at. And listening to him, I'm like, okay, he gets it. I mean, he's gotten it before, but I think now being able to kind of just let the veil down a little bit off of the kayfabe stuff, to be able just to see how humble he is, even though he's saying that he doesn't like being humble, but you can hear it when he talks, especially when he talks about the stuff with Cena and Cody and how he pays he gives them credit for a lot of things. And so with that, I'm like, even though he says, you know, he's going to be cocky about certain things and how he's holding up the company and all this other shit, when he speaks about other people, you can tell there's a certain level of humility that's there.
Yeah.
And the CM Punk stuff, he says that he respects him, but he says he doesn't like him. And I guess there is some validity to that, because I guess he's talking about, you know, the falling out that AEW had. So I'm assuming that there's sour grapes with that, because he didn't really get into what the issue was, but he definitely was not shy about saying that he does not like CM Punk. I'll paraphrase the quote, but he says, if CM Punk was on his last breath right now, he would just laugh at him.
Damn.
So, yeah.
Damn.
But he did say that he respects him as a wrestler. He did, when Chris asked him like his top 5 matches that he's had, he did mention the strap match that him and CM Punk had. I think that was like his number 2 match. Okay. So now everything that he says, I believe it. So if he says he hates him, I believe it. I fucking believe it.
All right, sheesh. Well, speaking of CM Punk and the WWE, let's go over to their side. So this past Monday on Raw, we have 2 matches that was announced for Elimination Chamber. We have Becky Lynch will take on AJ Lee for the Women's Intercontinental title. Now, this match came along. Becky was like, hey, what do I got to do to get rid of you? What has to happen for me to just get you out my hair forever? And AJ was like, I mean, you can put that belt on the line. And she was like, girl, what the hell you think you did to earn a title shot? And then AJ was like, well, shit, then I'm going to just keep being here getting on your nerves. And then Becky was like, you know what? Fuck it. Boom. Here you go. Once again, I'm not mad at the setup.
Correct.
It's the how, because we use Natty as a piece for this, and she's nowhere in the title picture right now. Because you even have Becky and Natty going at it at the Rumble, and just for there's no payoff for it at the moment. So it's like, huh? What? So, sure.
And I was on the same thought process as you, but then once she came out to try to help Maxine with the Natty situation, all the pieces kind of started to fall into place, because then I thought about the interaction between Becky and Natty at the Rumble. And of course you got Natty and Maxine and shit like that, and AJ helping Maxine, and then the animosity with Becky, and then Maxine. I think this might be leading to a 4-woman Intercontinental Championship match at Mania.
Okay.
So I don't know how the Chamber's going to go with this one-on-one match, but I guess they're just pulling the trigger early instead of trying to wait all the way until Mania, because of course I can understand people,
April.
Exactly, and people may be getting restless, because I mean I'm like at the point where I'm like, I kind of care, but you know, whatever. But I think this might be a precursor to getting AJ ready for her Mania match. And AJ does well in these multi-woman matches, because it does hide certain flaws, if she has any right now. But so it gets Maxine on Mania, it keeps her in the title picture, and it gets Natty, you know, in this new light on Mania, showing her some goddamn respect that she absolutely deserves. So,
bitch, I mean, should have been received.
Absolutely. So
let me ask you this question, because Ashley asked me an interesting question when all of this was set up, and she was like, yeah, I know you was actively watching then, and she asked me, was AJ Lee really as good as the people remember her to be wrestling wise. Not so much character wise, but wrestling wise. And I was saying, well, AJ came at that weird time where you had that mixture with your Mickey James, your Beth Phoenixes, and Michelle McCool's, where you had the women who were wrestling mixed in with the women who were just there. And she kind of stood out because of character, but she was kind of the true start in essence with the Revolution, because then, you know, Paige and Charlotte and Sasha and Becky all came afterwards. But was AJ Lee really that girl as we remember her to be?
The way that I look at it is a 50-50 split. I look at it as on one side, it's a product of the environment. AJ Lee was good in her own right, but she stood out because everybody else at the time, well, the majority, I'm not gonna say everybody else, but the majority of people at the time were not as good. So of course, yes, you highlight the person that looks the best out of the bunch. Now, do I think that at that time she was as good or better than anybody else that's going on right now? No. But that other 50% is an iron sharpens iron thing. I think that her being around that level of talent would have raised her stock both inside and outside of the ring. So I think that she would have been just as good, but we just never got to see that because of the level of competition that she was immersed in.
And, you know, I guess that was the way that I was trying to answer it too. Mm-hmm. So thank you for that part, because I guess because you're right, it was who was technically around her at that time. And it's no offense to AJ, it's no offense to any other woman at that time. But like I was also mentioning Ashley, yeah, when you're only having 3, 4, 5 minute matches, you're not really showcasing much either.
And you know what brought me to that conclusion? It's the way that she switched up her diet and her excuse me, and her workout routine, because she wasn't in the ring and stuff like that, but she prepared herself just in case that she was going to get back, so she looked the part. Yeah. I think that mindset would have carried over into if she was to be immersed in the NXT alumni.
Yeah, because I mean, because it would have been hard to see that you have some quote unquote killers on the rise and you not trying to elevate either.
Correct.
So yeah. Okay. Also, now I'm gonna ask you a question once I, run it all down. Also, what was announced at Elimination Chamber Chicago, due to Finn Balor's pestilence, he got his rematch against CM Punk for the World Heavyweight title at Elimination Chamber. Granted, we know why they made the Roman Punk match already announced. Do you think they kind of stepped on their own dope, per se, by having that match announced, but then giving us this match at Chamber? Because in my head, there's no way Balor's going to win. There's no way Finn's going to win if they didn't just made Roman and Punk such this story and giving us this reason for Punk and Roman to have this match. So there's no way Finn is taking this title. So do you think WWE kind of stepped on their own match with this?
What we have here is possibly the potential and potentially a guarantee of a Daniel Bryan 2.0 situation, depending on how this goes. Because the fans, the diehard fans of just professional wrestling in general that watch WWE, adore Finn Balor, face, heel, in between, regardless. And then when you look at the landscape where you have two established guys, CM Punk, who is getting the new opportunities, even though he's, from the previous eras, he's running roughshod right now. And then you have Roman, who one was in the Daniel Bryan situation, being forcefully pushed, and then right now being rightfully pushed after getting opportunities and being able to be on the run of his life and his fucking career. And then you have Balor, who has gotten the short end of the sticks. I believe they said that he has lost by pinfall since September of last year. I don't think he's had a win yet.
Well, you know, that's why his nickname been Pin Balor.
Oh shit. Well, okay. Yeah. Well then, yeah. So we have that, and so at the same time, you have a justifiable chip on his shoulder right now, especially with the promos that he's been throwing. Like when he came out on Monday, I was with him 1000%.
Absolutely.
So this is a situation where if this match, and just for the record, people, CM Punk is the one that's been pushing for Balor to have these matches with him, both on that Monday and in Elimination Chamber. But depending on how this goes at Chamber, the fans may end up
turning on Punk.
Not necessarily turning on Punk like that, but turning on
kind of just like hijacking the show and cheering
I would say turning on the match. So I think once they start doing
okay, I got you.
The build with Punk and Roman, I think like I don't think Punk is gonna get like booed like that, but I think once they start doing the interactions between Punk and Roman, I think you're gonna start getting Balor chants during those moments, to where
it didn't help that for those who watch Raw, before Balor went out there and made his intentions known, him and Dominic had words, and he pretty much was like, damn, Dom, we supposed to be family, and this is how you doing me. So it's like, don't give me the Dominic and Finn setup, because I want to believe that Finn could beat Punk for the belt. You know?
Yeah. I don't want to shit on Punk and Roman, because I know Punk is finally getting like a one-on-one main event with the title on the line. But at the same time, it's one of those situations where this might be the only time that Finn is in the limelight like this, to where there's an opportunity to pull that trigger.
To be fair, to tie it back, this is almost the Andrade situation.
Yeah.
This is almost the Andrade situation.
And that's an interesting way to look at it too.
But yeah, so, and also we have some participants for our chamber matches, which I'm going to let y'all know I am not loving the way they are setting participants up. All right. So we have Randall Orton, who qualified Friday. He had to beat Solo Sikoa and Trick Willie, if I remember correctly. So it's like, So now you pretty much took Solo out the run into being this, and you pretty much took Trick Willie out. Okay. Then you had LaKnight beating Austin Theory and Penta. So now it's like, okay. So now you made it to where Penta or Theory. Now also with that, the Masked Man comes out again, causes havoc, which pretty much gave LaKnight the reason to get the dub. So it's going to be even worse on the women's side when we get there. But so far, we have Randall and LaKnight in this chamber. I'm pretty sure there's going to be somebody qualifying tomorrow on SmackDown. But all in all, whoever wins this match will be the one to go against Drew McIntyre.
Well, yeah, SmackDown has the most egregious one, because they got
Cody, that's right. Cody, Jacob, and
Sammy.
Sammy, and it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Cody, Jacob, and Sammy in one match? What are we doing? So, yeah, I'm not liking the way this built, because it's almost like you're playing an open world game, but now we're gonna lead you down this linear path.
Yeah.
No. We're gonna no. We know we said this was open world, but we're gonna lead you down this path.
Final Fantasy 15 when it first came out.
I was thinking that too. So we're gonna lead you down this path. We're gonna lead and a little bit of Final Fantasy 13. We're gonna lead you down this path. So like regardless of what you think is gonna happen,
crazy.
we're gonna lead you down this path.
It's crazy because you have 3 of the front runners that should be in this match in one match to determine only one of them going into the chamber. So it's like,
Which is insanity.
who else would make the most sense to go into this match?
Because I mean, let's face it. Unless they gonna pull some full-fledged chicanery, most likely Cody Raheem Rhodes is gonna most likely win that triple threat. Unless they pull some chicanery where Jacob wins it, but then somehow Cody's gonna still find his way in this match. I mean the match at Mania, not the chamber, but the match at Mania. So it's like, you may think this is open world. We're gonna lead you down this path. And I'm really not feeling that, personally speaking. Because once again, we're looking at the fact that a lot of these men and women that we're going to especially get to with the next one, we see paths for them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it may not be a title match at Mania, but we see paths. I mean, to be fair and honest, Randy still has the cachet to where he could be like, hey, I got next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cody still has the cachet, hey, yo, I'm next. So they don't have to, in essence, be in these matches. I know you want the star power. I know you want this. But it's like, when you're putting obvious superstars, it's like, you may think this is open world. We're going to lead you down this path. So, and then on the women's side, you had Rhea Ripley qualify and you had Tiffany Stratton. Now, Tiffany Stratton had to beat Lash Legend and Chelsea Green, arguably 3 women we want to see in this. Rhea Ripley beat Lyra Valkyria and
who else did she beat on that?
who did she beat? Lyra Valkyria? I forgot that so fast. But once again, it's like you're making these matches. It is like there are women we want to see here. Like, personally speaking, I want to see Lash in the Elimination Chamber. Lash been showing up and showing up.
It was Ivy now.
Lash been showing up and showing out, but the way it's looking, her chances are gone now because the returning Tiffany Stratton, did. And it's like, all right, once again, you may think this is open world, but we're gonna lead you down this path.
They're doing the ending of Mass Effect 3.
Pretty much you did. Now for those who are unaware, Mass Effect 3 let you play this whole game your way.
The trilogy.
Yeah, pretty much the whole trilogy your way. And then the final mission of the game was like, hey, we're gonna make you do this path. What?
Got the 3 decisions you thinking you about to, like, okay, I'm gonna do this, or this. What am I gonna pick? And no matter what you pick out of those 3 decisions, it leads to the same exact fucking ending. The same thing. So 3 games of choices was for nothing. Basically,
it was great. It was great getting there because personally, I only played 2 and 3, but it was great getting there. But then, because even like what Dizzle just said, I even played the endings again. Like, you gotta get something different. Nope. You get one ending with a slight different variation, but for the most part, same endings.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so this is what WWE is good at. You may think it's open world, but we're gonna lead you down this path because this is what we want in the end. But So far, I think Elimination Chamber may just stay 4 matches. They may add a 5th, but so far we got the 2 chambers: CM Punk versus Finn, and AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. And one of our last little stories before we check on out of here. Hold on.
Check out of here. Check out of here.
Yeah, that beautiful, handsome human being just showed up.
You know, I had to show up, man.
You know, but
that's good, man.
Let me find my image, but I'm gonna just here you go. Hold on 1 second. So word from the curb. Now, of course, it proven that it wasn't true. But word from the curb that the newly superstar Royce Keys was fired because he lied about his age.
Because he what?
Which lied about his age.
That shit was so stupid.
So, I just thought that was a pretty.
If you couldn't tell, this is the first time I'm hearing about this. What the fuck?
Yeah. And I thought that was a pretty interesting story, but you know, it was proven that it wasn't true. But yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. No. It wasn't true, but it was interesting.
Still though,
because it would be like, damn, that man lied about his age. Like, damn, we saw people fired for less.
Absolutely.
But one more story before we go. Let's.
That's a bad. I'm not gonna lie. That's a bad photo that you got right there.
I mean, he ain't got too many photos.
I'm only saying it's a bad photo right now because that one right arm is looking way bigger than the left.
When you get backstage at WWE, you know, your eyes get open to some things.
Well, when that's why.
crazy.
Damn, that's why he's rocking the brace. Damn, lip. Ah, man.
Y'all are insane.
Loki, you can take care of that, man. That's wild. I gotta make a drink.
I mean, he saw all them Power Ranger suits and he was like, "Yeah, this is where I belong." Another story that was debunked. Oh my God, it's a terrible picture. But word from the curb was Brody King was off the show because they said Warner Brother Discovery didn't want him on there because of the whole F Ice chants that erupted.
Man,
but it came out. Warner Brothers Discovery said it wasn't true. Boom, 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 boom. But let's live in hypothetical land for a second.
I need to know it.
What tone would that have set if that was true? That if Warner Brothers Discovery was like, "Hey, we didn't appreciate the F Ice chants that the crowd did, so you gotta get home, big dog."
If I can. No, you know what? Y'all go ahead, and then I'll cap
No. Go ahead, yeah.
All right. So I'm still making this drink, by the way. But so I have to know what the actual story was, real quick, because I didn't get the info on that.
So pretty much, you know, Brody originally had his abolished Ice T-shirts that he saw.
Right, no, I mean, like, what was his reasoning for being off screen?
Oh, nothing. It was just he just wasn't there.
He was just off that night.
They believe that's either promotions or either he was doing promotion for Grand Slam or he was going to Australia early.
Okay. That being true, then, I will say that if that had been true, that he wasn't on TV because of his very crowd-attracting chants and very crowd-attracting shirt, then I would have looked y'all both dead in this fucking camera light now and said, well, guys, it looks like there's 2 major wrestling promotions that are pro-Trump, unfortunately. Because we've already seen Triple H shaking hands and seen Jason or fucking I was about to say Jason Momoa, freaking Roman Reigns already like divulging like who he got his politics in and all that. Like, it's disappointing to hear it. It's disappointing to see it. especially from like Triple H, who was all about fuck the corporation and all this and that. But I guess that was all just TV. Yeah, it would have been disappointing, but I'll leave it at that much so I don't take up the screen time here.
Because I kind of agree. I share that sentiment because it's almost one of those things to where you indirectly getting mad at somebody for what somebody else did. Because he's known to be anti-ice, but he didn't have it. It ain't like he got on the mic and said, "Hey y'all, before this match start, I need y'all to chant this for me." You know what I'm saying? If the crowd just did it, you can't be like, "Hey Brody, we mad at you for what the crowd did."
Exactly. I mean, when he started coming out with the shirt on, they can be like, "Hey Brody, we need you to stop wearing that shirt, bro." And then if he did it after they warned him, then it's like, all right, your employer said, "Hey, that was cool, just don't do it again." That's fair game. But if they were to just abruptly pull him off screen, no explanation, then yeah.
Now, apparently, there's word that a fan who wore the Abolish Ice Brody King shirt, he came out and said he was kicked out the arena yesterday and banned. Yeah, so
banned.
So that was a rumor. You know, he said it himself. Once again, don't know the necessarily validity of it, but
all right.
That came out and said, you know, I tried to wear my Brody King Abolish Ice shirt. They kicked me out and banned me. So
that's a wild statement if true.
Interesting times. So,
well, with this situation, y'all are forgetting one very important point.
What's that?
I said it's a business.
True.
When he talks.
True.
I mean, hey, that's what I said. Like, that's why I said that.
Well, no, here's the reason though, because you got to understand, anything that can split your profits is always going to be detrimental. And the biggest thing that splits profits is a political divide. So now, of course, Warner Brothers, basically their hand was forced because this was gaining a lot of traction. It was on TMZ, it was on CNN, it was on Fox. AEW was getting a whole lot of publicity for something that had nothing to do. I mean, that's subjective.
Fair.
They were getting a lot of publicity for something that had nothing to do with their company, as far as like what their company is meant for. So
that was unprompted on like the MJF and Brody didn't say, "Hey, start chanting this shit."
Well, true. But here's the thing though. If you have, even though it has nothing to do with them, it's the same thing as a Daniel Bryan situation when you got the Yes Movement, where they'll hijack the show, and you have showrunners that want to do a certain thing, but if again, it's like the same thing with like the fans doing the wave or the beach ball stuff during matches and everything, where they basically just take over, they take the attention away from what's supposed to be going on. So, and that's
all the woods, all the yeet and all that.
Correct. So, but it'll to the point to where it would be like an egregious thing where it's like, okay, well, fuck, how do we mitigate this? And then their hands are forced. So if you have like, let's just play devil's advocate and say Warner Brothers was, you know, they leaned a certain way and they were like, okay, hey, we don't want this, right? Then they could easily be like, all right, cool, we either need to mute this or we need to take him off TV, stop selling the shirts. Now, AEW has not done any of that. You know, AEW is one of the few wrestling promotions that allows the fans to express themselves in the way that they want to express themselves. And at the same time, let me just double check, because I don't think that they've taken Brody King's shirt off.
All right. You're going, as of this moment on the store.
No, looks like it's still good.
Okay.
So you can still purchase.
Here's the Brody King shirt.
So, but and for the record, whether you agree or disagree with the whole ICE thing, whether you support ICE, whether you disagree with ICE, whether you are in the middle or whatever, one thing that can be all agreed on is that with Brody is somebody who, even if you don't agree with the sentiment of the shirt, his reasoning for having the shirt is a genuinely good one, because the proceeds and the profits go to actually helping those who deserves the help to get out, to either get legal representation or some type of financial help that's going to help their situation at the moment. So regardless of whether you disagree or agree, one thing you have to do is respect somebody that's actually doing something on where they stand. So
I think that shirt would be pulled from the shop had it not been that the proceeds were going somewhere.
I mean, that I don't know. I could agree with that to an extent, but at the same time,
it might be a hot take on my end, but no, I'll throw out that speculation that the shirt would probably be taken down had it not been for proceeds.
I think more with especially with a WWE situation, I think that shirt wouldn't have even made it to production.
Absolutely not. Absolutely no.
But that's only because of how big of a company and corporation. Not because that has nothing to do with where the TKO WWE leans, because we know as far as when it comes to Dana White. What?
Like, what you mean? Like, them taking down the shirt would have had nothing to do with where TKO and Dana White and all them lean.
It wouldn't have anything to do with that. It's because of how big of the company that it is. Like, they wouldn't want to divide the profits based off that. They wouldn't want to lose viewership. They wouldn't want to lose any type of customer base because they're thinking about it from a business perspective. It's the same reason that what's his face got released, and he had right-leaning political views, and he shared his stuff online. What was he was Gunner in TNA, but he was
Strowman.
No.
He was part of the Forgotten Sons.
Yes.
Shit. Because Macklin and Wesley Blake unfortunately suffered because of him.
Yes.
Keep talking. I'm gonna look it up.
That guy.
But yes,
we were just talking about him like a show or two ago. Yeah.
But that's what I mean. It's like situations like that, regardless of where TKO WWE leans.
Jackson Riker.
There we go. If there's anything that comes out as controversial, regardless of what side it comes from, if it causes some type of divide, you out of there. Unless you are somebody of a higher level in the company that's basically untouchable. The most recent example would be Becky. When Becky had the cryptic post that she made when she had the video of her when they were in when they were on the UK tour, and she was talking about her support for ICE. I mean, not support her opposition to ICE. So, but stuff like that. So,
I mean, she also does like a Trump personality thing throughout, like her. Is that still her current persona?
Not as much. I mean, not as much as it was before. It's still kind of elements still there. Now she's kind of more unhinged now because she wants to get rid of this AJ Lee problem. But she did even have Trumpian
that would lean
personality.
Satire. Anyway,
yeah.
And they honestly, that Trump impersonation would probably go pretty well with the AJ Lee shit right now. Just saying.
So I mean, but yeah, so that's why I look at it from that perspective, because it's just one of those things. Because I think if AEW had their hand forced, I think there would have been a much more greater impact when it comes to his merch, and I think it would have been a real quick decision to go ahead and let him lose in the main event, and they would have kept him off TV. But I think Brody's going to be fine. I don't think anything's really going to happen out of this.
I think so.
Yeah, he'll be all right. His like career? No, he'll be fine.
No, he'll be fine. I mean, there are some speculation that this could potentially be looked at as a problem, but I don't necessarily see it like that, because it can.
I'm gonna put on the tinfoil hat. Tell me, Lip, what's going on?
What do you mean?
What's the speculation that this is going to be a problem? I'm absent on this.
No, what I explained earlier, where if it continues to be a domino effect of like fans continuously if that becomes an issue, then yeah. But I don't think, because the thing is,
I think you're going to hear it in Australia again, though. Just probably.
I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal in Australia. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll absolutely see.
I'm saying his absence from TV and the way that IWC is online like that, they might bring it out just for that.
I think he's probably okay. To that point, I think that depending on the reception that he gets, like if you take it with the whole abolish I stuff, if he just gets a huge pop based off of all the stuff that's been going on this week, with all the talk, with the rumors, with what Dave Meltzer said, with what Warner Brothers coming out and debunking certain rumors.
Mm-hmm.
If he comes out and gets a crazy pop, that's gonna dispel all the talk and speculation about this hurting his career, because I think that would automatically put him. Yeah, so that's one of the effects that can have. But now that's, I don't know if that's going to translate to a win this weekend. But
I mean, TK does like to push people that are very over.
Well, I think he did enough trigger pulling this week to where it's like shit. But I mean, we'll see. But I personally don't think it's going to really hurt him. I think this is going to be the latter of what I explained with him. I think it's going to be one of those things that the commotion is going to up his stock a little bit when it comes to the fans. So
yeah. To your point, I will say that yes, at the end of the day, like Warner Brothers Discovery is a business. So yeah, they're like, if they start seeing something go one way or another, they got to make their best business decision, of course. If, like I said, if they had a talk with him or some shit prior to, or like since then, about like, all right, that was cool, glad you got your pop, but hey, chill out on it, then yeah, like, and then if he still said fuck off and then kept going, then yeah, then that's like, okay, well, we tried to tell him and he just told us fuck off. But if they were to do it out of nowhere, then yeah, that'd be on some bullshit.
Absolutely.
And this leads me to believe that Trey Miguel stuff, with it being like, oh, it was a call from up top, was bullshit. I think that was somebody in AEW.
You think so?
Because the thing is like this. You had this commotion with Brody King, right? Enough to where it gained traction. The Trey Miguel stuff was all hearsay because nothing really came out. Stuff was then pulled and then people went and found out what was going on. You think that that Warner Brothers knows a Trey Miguel? You think they would have known a Brody King had none of this stuff gone on?
Okay.
So
okay.
I don't know. That's crazy.
All right. Okay. Well, hey, while we here, we are reached that segment that y'all love so much, aka get it off your chest segment. Jaeger, I'm gonna let you go first, good sir. What do you have to get off your chest this week?
Okay.
Professional wrestling.
You good over there? All right. Man, that light is bright on my forehead. That's bad. But anyway, shit to get off my chest specifically. In wrestling, not so much. I'm laughing more at the Super Bowl stuff. But
speaking of that, I guess we can co-share this one. So,
okay.
Mania?
might get it off your chest. WWE superstar, former 24/7 champion, Bad Bunny, performed at the Super Bowl. And I'm gonna say this, people, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. America was always touted as this melting pot of cultures.
Mm-hmm.
And if the 13 to 14 minutes of that beautiful performance Bad Bunny gave us bother you so much, you really do need to reevaluate some life. Like, you really do need to reevaluate your life. That 13 to 14 minutes of Spanish bothered you that much to where, and you know, we ain't gonna get too political. Y'all watch the Turning Point shit? Y'all watch that bland ass shit instead of Bad Bunny?
Oh yeah, a good percentage of that dumb shit was actually paid bots. They're doing the data mining on it now.
But once again, WWE superstar, the greatest celebrity wrestler, Bad Bunny, killed the Super Bowl show. And if 13 to 15 minutes of Spanish bothers y'all that much, seek help. Seriously, seek help. And sorry to Lip Dizzle's Patriots, but seek help. Seek help.
Also sorry to Lip Dizzle's Patriots, but to his point, I hadn't been watching all season.
Hey, no, fuck that. Fuck the Patriots, dog. I'm glad
you know what? I won't even say it. I won't go that far to say fuck the Patriots, but I will say fuck Robert Kraft. No, fuck Robert Kraft. But the team can do some work. I'll give them their credit where it's due. But goddamn it, fuck Robert Kraft. I ain't never liked that team. I ain't never like them. Fuck the Patriots. What he said. You see him? He's right over there. Like, fuck the Patriots. It's Robert Kraft, not the Patriots. Calm down.
Dizzle, what you got to get off your chest?
Well, a lot at this point. Shit.
Loki, chill out.
I'm over here just catching strays, you know. You're gonna say fuck my Patriots, which is messed up, man. Because that's been my
you're
team.
catching more than the Patriots caught in that game, so it's all right.
Hey, you shut the fuck up. Look, I agree that Patriots dropped the ball on this one, but it's okay because we look. After 5 years of saying 2 more years will be all right. We at least made it to the dance. We just didn't capitalize when we need to capitalize. That's fine, but that's not. What I have to.
You can't all be the prom queen.
No, but we've been the prom queen 6 times already. So I mean, we'll get there again. But
that's not a good analogy.
My get it off your chest has, you know, it has nothing to do with AEW or WWE or TNA or any promotion. My get it off your chest has to do with one Scooter fucking Ray.
Well, let's go. Let us go then. What you got?
Hold on a second. Let me get cozy. Hold on. There we go.
The
Loki even tuned in. Look at him.
And the audacity for you to throw yourself in the goddamn tag rumble, taking opportunities from non-champions. You took numbers from non-champions that should have been mine. You know what I'm saying? I should be sitting here. You know what? No. I'm not even going to go that far. I'm just going to say that you, sir, abusing the power of a champion by just throwing yourself in tag rumbles. I can't wait to take this title back because you have lost your motherfucking mind.
You know what? That's fair and that's fine, but I think it's only because I thought of it first. I thought of it first. I beat you to the punch. So now you can backtrack and spin it in this way. Because this is the thing, right? Regardless if I was in it or not, it wasn't meant for you to win, big dog. Big Jaeger over there kicked ass. Hell, even if I wasn't, even if I was
draw the numbers.
I don't even think you were third.
I was not.
Oh,
See?
I was.
So you wasn't even third scores. So this is the thing that hate and that vitriol you have in your heart. Apply it to Saturday, big dog. Apply it to Saturday.
Ooh.
Because we get the chance to go 1-on-1 for this title, and whether you win, whether I win, it doesn't matter. Apply it to Saturday, big dog.
I don't even care about making it to Tag Mania. I just need to stop you from trying to take my fucking record for the second goddamn time.
And that's fine. That's totally fine. Because funny enough, I wasn't even thinking about the record until you said it. Until it was brought up, I didn't even think about it.
I have to.
Dude, you know why he's tripping so bad about this record getting beat for a second time? It's not even about. No, I mean, fair enough, but it's not even about that you're getting it for the second time. It's probably that once you take it, he probably won't get it back.
Ever. I'll make sure of it.
I mean, probability on it, it's very hard. That's a very hard streak to beat, man.
He better hope he wins at Grand Slam. He better hope.
Yeah.
Better hopes.
That's the plan. I don't want to have to take the chance of going through the Revolution Chamber series. I don't want that.
That's totally fair.
You should have just been praying harder to Lady Luck to where you would have gotten the Rumble win.
No, what I should have did was stop worrying about the goddamn Technical Predictions Championship. That's what I should have. That's what I should have did.
Should have. But see,
how does the Technical Predictions Championship interfere with you going after the Tag Predictions Championship?
He wanted to be champ.
Yeah.
No, I understand that, but don't you have both?
No,
you don't right now.
Yeah.
No. Oh, you do right now.
Who has both?
Yeah, I have both.
So you are champ. So the thing is, if he's throwing in his brain power to the Technical Predictions Championship, then and you have to make 5 educated guesses on the things that will be happening, you at least for damn sure better know who's going to be the winner.
No,
and it wasn't you 4 times over.
Yeah, knowing the winner and then knowing what's going to happen. Look, this is like a fucking bad rabbit's foot with that fucking shit.
It is.
Fuck that goddamn title.
It is.
I don't even give a shit.
It is. It's. I told you, I'm gonna be Athena with that championship.
I want my championship back.
I want you to have it back because I'm pretty sure it's been bothering you to look at that gold variant that you have sitting there.
No,
and
it's not. You know what?
In those four losses.
What's up, yeah?
You steal it from him? Anyway, if you had those 4 losses trying to be champ, were you at least right on the outcomes? Would you have won if y'all took away the technical predictions?
Oh, it was close a number of times.
Yeah, it was close.
But did he win? Would he have won though if you took away the technical predictions?
Maybe one.
Maybe one.
We'd have to go back and check.
All right,
But regardless, those outcomes didn't happen, and yes, it is bothering me because that championship has been in the closet, and I haven't been able to just I put it away. I put it away.
That's a shame.
Don't even let it see.
That's a shame. Hey, Jaeger.
You don't treat your belts right, bro.
Hey, Jaeger. That championship talking to him like the Green Goblin mask right now.
I don't even put my clothes in the closet anymore, man.
Every time he opens the door, avenge me.
He's talking to him like the Green Goblin man.
He gets louder every time he opens the door.
Yeah,
it's probably yelling at him right now.
Bro, no. When the door is closed, he faintly hears Willem Dafoe.
I'm I'm glad that y'all are just enjoying my misfortune.
Absolutely.
You sure are.
It's crazy.
Because you know what? It doesn't happen often. It doesn't happen often.
I'm just saying,
And
even if I wasn't.
No. I'm saying
No,
it
he's
doesn't
giving you
happen
props.
often.
He's
So I'm
giving you the props.
No, I know he is. I know he is.
So to see this crash out version of you is like new for us. You know,
A little bit, yeah.
You look. You gotta understand something. I've only lost one time at Tag Mania, and it wasn't for any championship. Do you know I am undefeated when the belt is on the line at Tag Mania? I'm either walking in and walking out as champ, or I'm walking out as champ every single time that I have competed with the belt on the line. I've only lost once, and that was to Juggs the previous year when I had my downfall.
So you have lost at a Tag Mania.
No. Undefeated with the championship on the line. I've lost that one time to Juggs, which I redeemed myself the very next year when he won Tag Mania.
His ass.
Yeah.
Oh, you dog walked him. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was rough. That was rough.
And I intend to do the same thing to this year's Tag Rumble winner. But
you gotta get the belt first.
Take care of exactly. You get it.
And by that measure, hopefully in this streak.
I wish you all luck Saturday. All of it.
I'll be eating my popcorn.
Cause okay. While we on air, while it's being recorded, are we adding any bonuses or things to this? Or we just straight going where the chips fall?
How many predictions are y'all doing?
Well, it's 7. It's only 7 matches at Grand Slam.
Yeah, but are you doing 5 random, or are y'all doing five predictions per?
No. This is for the regular title, so it's just predicting the winner.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you're doing technical as well.
I think it depends on how our predictions.
So if you're really gonna give up the technical predictions championship too?
I'm not worried about that belt right now.
You sure you don't want it? I don't know, man. I feel like that's an itch you just can't scratch.
Look, in the world of fucking hypotheticals, if it comes down to the point where I have nothing but misfortune leading up to Tag Mania, my only resort in all of this is to take that shit from him at Tag Mania. I would say, damn the tag predictions. I would go for I would have an unyielding passion to go after the TPC to just take something from him.
Oh shit.
That's
totally fine.
But
that is totally fine.
We not
that's
even
a level
about
of petty. I don't know if I've seen that a little.
You goddamn fucking right. Because I'll be damned if he goes a whole fucking year from Mania to Mania with the you know what? No, I'm not. No,
we'll see.
We're not even doing that because I'm gonna speak.
We'll see.
We'll see. We focused on.
No, finish your sentence. Let's see what happens.
Fuck that sentence. Fuck that sentence and fuck the TPC. We are talking about the Tag Predictions Championship.
That belt's in the freaking closet, man.
Yeah, and it's coming out. Gay as shit.
Green Goblin boy. He is having Green Goblin syndrome right now. Hey, Jaeger. He's about to step away of being Eddie Brock praying for Peter's death in church.
For real. He's over here he's like, please, just let him slip up.
It's like, yo, no. It's like, just don't let him forget to send his predictions in.
Nah, big dog.
Let the time pass by.
He's never been that one. He's never been that one. You and I have been like a few minutes into the first match, like shit. But no, like Scoot has always been on time with that shit.
You never know. He may step on a Lego and just completely forget to hit.
I may. But
Wait a minute. Do you even have any Legos in that living room? I'm over
No,
here.
I don't. No, I don't have Legos here at all. So that'd be wild.
The likelihood would be insane.
That would be
the
wild.
one Lego brick in my house. Where did this come from?
That'll be the one day that Ashley picks up the hobby of wanting to put together Lego sets. She goes and buys the shit.
And then all you gonna hear is goddamn Lil Diesel.
As soon as we see match one, raise the arm in the air. Scoot's like, fuck.
But I'm just saying, regardless of how this thing works out, I'm still a 14-time champion. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my Randy Orton shit. And I've been champ twice. That's all I'm saying. Like I tried
14 times?
Yeah, I'm 14-time champion.
Fuck.
Don't forget, Juggs and I kept hot potato in the goddamn belt because Juggs wouldn't let me be great.
And because that's when I was on my sabbatical. And so Juggs has a tendency to just want to continuously challenge. I
mean, take it where you can get it, I guess. But yeah.
Like I tried to tell you before, and like I tried to tell Juggs before, history is always on my side. The belt will come back at some point.
This is fucking crazy.
It comes back.
Look, man, he's good at this shit. Like, I'm not gonna deny this. Like, he's good at this shit.
He's gotten good at this shit.
Gotten.
Wow. What do you mean gotten? No,
crazy.
He's good at this shit.
Because I was the best in the beginning.
That is fair.
And then he adapted, and then luck was on his side because ever since last year with the tag in the bank, that shit I became a believer that this motherfucker has like the tag predictions angels on his fucking side, because how the fuck do we tie?
That was crazy.
Tag in the bank, and then
he was crazy.
And he wins by like 1 fucking point when we were going like.
This sounds like anime rival shit right now.
It really does. That's why we call each other the best frenemies, because it is.
Yeah.
Just bane of my fucking existence.
Saturday is your opportunity, and I wish you the best. I will always wish you success, but just know, if you lose come Saturday, the copious amount of trash that I am going to talk come Thursday is going to be just unbearable. Just put it that way. It's going to be unbearable if I retain Saturday.
If I lose, I ain't showing up.
Damn. You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna make sure Juggs and Leo get on.
So I'm just putting it.
Gonna be all give me a bunch of damn lip. Sorry you went out like that, but hey, wish you were here, man.
I mean, they technically have to predict too, because that's the Grand Slam is the start of the qualifiers.
If I wanted to, I could predict for shits and gigs too. But I mean,
you did it the last time that you won.
I did do it the last time. Oh yeah, I sure fucking did.
But,
why not? I think I'll just
but
you know what? No. Here. Call it now, Scoop. What are we doing for the Tag Technical Prediction Championship?
I mean, I'm down to defend that too. I'm down to defend them both.
How many predictions per match? There's 7 fucking matches. 5?
Yeah, Scoot changed up the rules. I mean, they're technically still the same, but Scoot made it easier to where it makes.
Can we agree to 4?
All right, we can do 4.
Okay, thank you. Because 35 fucking different predictions for fucking 7, like dude.
Will you put it that way?
Can we keep it under 20?
Yeah,
Can we keep it under? I mean, excuse me, under 30. Excuse me, under 30.
We can do 4. We can do 4 per. Like I said, of course, that's picking the winner and 3 other matches. the 3 other
Okay,
conditions.
yeah,
within the match.
that's more than okay for me. I'll do that
All right.
gladly.
Bet. And since we already know the matches, hold on. Let me bring it up again because I know Jaeger wasn't here for it when I originally did it. So here's the match card one more time. If it loads up, it may not. But there you go. My bad. 6 matches. So
Wait,
Okay.
So is the,
no, we're still keeping it at 4. No.
It's at wait, Bucks and FTR aren't on Grand Slam?
I think they're gonna just do a regular show.
Okay.
No, they're doing it just next week, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
it was
these
either
are the
on
6
next
matches.
week or like tonight Thursday night for Collision, right? One of the two.
Are they doing it? I don't think they did Collision tonight, did they?
No, they did. My bad.
Yeah, no. I think it's just gonna be on the Dynamite.
Yeah, it's gonna be next Dynamite. Because not gonna lie, I checked out Simon's review on it, and he was like, "Oh, I'm seeing too much complaints about this is gonna be on free TV," and it's like, why are y'all mad about this shit?
So, but yeah, here we go. 6 matches, 4 predictions each. So
That's what's
Jaeger,
up. I'm down
going
for it.
the TPC. I'm defending against Dizzle for the main type championship. So yeah, I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Defending the title, and then look, the beauty of it is, for shits and giggles, if I lose both championships Saturday, they're gonna come back at some point.
This motherfucker is acting like Thanos, but I mean, he's backed it up, so I can't really talk too much
They're gonna come back at some point. I mean, the only thing that will ruin the TPC for me is the fact that I won't get the full year. That'll be the only thing with the TPC. I won't get the full year, but I will have 300 days. I will have 300 days.
300 consecutive days is insane.
So that would be the only downside, is that I won't get a chance to go mania to mania with it. But other than that, they will come
Look,
back.
if no one else is gonna go after you for it, then I'll at least be the one for this.
Like I said, I'm totally down.
Just so I can, keep myself loose and ready.
Could have just let you bow out of last year's Tag Mania because you was convinced. You was just like, nah, I ain't doing it. I should have just been like, all right.
Should have had.
It's my fault. This is my fault. This is my fault.
Now you start looking into that hindsight. Always 2020.
Yeah. I created this fucking monster, man.
You did, because I was ready to just, you know what I'm saying? I was ready to be like Spider-Man, throwing the gear in the trash. But look, I'm done.
We're gonna
Then now
put
you
old
got
Yeller
it.
down, then. Gotta put old Yeller down.
Hey, yo.
That's totally fine. Because like I said, the beauty is, if I lose it, 15 is gonna come back at some point. 15. Reign 15 is gonna happen at some point.
And I tried so hard not to make 14 happen. And I was succeeding.
You did. You were. But you slipped up.
I did. I did. And I blame Juggs.
You was real life Orange Cassidy, because you just kept defending, and then
it's just, because after Tag Mania, Juggs kept challenging. He challenged 4 times after that, and I beat him up until the 4th time. And I should have just said nah, but it was only because I had the tag in the bank. It's the only reason I was as cocky as I was. God.
But yeah, with that being said,
Kind of like MJF.
Yep.
Oh wait, Scoot, I got a funny little hypothetical for you though.
Nah, what you got?
Say I beat you for this belt.
Uh-huh.
Pull off like a little Sami Zayn.
Okay.
Now, how pissed would you be if I'm like, you know what? I don't think I really need this belt. I think I know somebody else who might be able to like rock this a little bit better. Someone who's been hiding it in their proverbial closet.
So
then I just,
this
you
will be
know, step down and, you know, just like, you know what? I think you could find this, put this to a better purpose.
So the way my beautiful mind works, he couldn't beat me for it.
Huh? Oh,
I said,
okay.
he couldn't beat me for it. So if that's the way he had to get it, so be it.
Ooh.
So be it.
Wow. The disrespect is real. You know what? I deserve it. I talked a lot of shit when I got the crown.
You did.
I was wearing it around my neck. I look. This chicken has come home to roost. I understand. That's fine.
Like he said, man, you created this monster.
And you know what was crazy about it?
A lot of shit.
I was like,
go on.
I was really truly like Logan Paul's theme song. I was being humble. I was chilling, trying my best to get back, and then you was taking your shots, and then okay.
Side note, but fuck Logan and Jake Paul. Anyway,
That's fair. But yeah,
how you gonna have a whole home and have that be your tax haven in Puerto Rico and then say some dumb shit like this? Anyways,
because once again, humans are weird.
I think they're building for Mania.
no, it was Jake Paul that said it. He's not even employed by the WWE.
I know, but he's been.
I mean,
teasing,
he's more than likely gonna have
they've been teasing a bunch of shit because thing is, even when he posted what he posts, Logan came in to defend the situation with Bad Bunny. Yeah.
Then I mean, I guess if I see Jake Paul at WrestleMania, then it's just at the logical conclusion. The man got his ass knocked out of boxing, so
he ain't done.
Yeah, I don't think he done.
Okay,
I mean, he did say that the dude spoiled the plot. He went off script.
When you
live,
court,
my guy, you live tweeted that
matches.
boxing is fake.
Don't really listen to him anyway.
I mean,
But
fair enough.
But
you live tweeted that shit.
But what y'all should listen to is that boy Lil Bizzle, who does what he does.
A good point. These One Piece videos he be doing.
Yeah,
I don't even have TikTok and they still hit me. I don't know how that's happening.
that motherfucker magical. That's why.
Yeah, I need to magically win my fucking title back. But
I
of
need to
course,
get on Upscrolled, but just letting y'all know about that. No sponsorship. I just prefer that over TikTok nowadays.
Of course, whether you loved it, hate it, don't forget to rate it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave all your comments, questions, concerns down below. Make sure that you tag the subscribe button, tag the like button, tag the notification bell so that when you get updated on any and everything that we do drop. And of course, whenever I do win this weekend, you get notified on the next Tag Me In, where I come in and unveil and reintroduce Big Baby Goldie. But of course, that's for later. I'm gonna go ahead and just warm up the two Sweet Summer Bros because it's all respectful here, and I love them both. You know,
absolutely love them.
All love.
Bada 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 bam.
Damn.
And of course, until you see these handsome faces and hear these immaculate voices, we bid you all adieu. And until next time, you beautiful, 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 beautiful mother effers. Tag the fucketh out.
Peace.
Dollars make a way to make a change. Gotta be insane to make those same mistakes again. So I'm switching lane to lane.